talked yesterday briefly about like frustration with the offense here. Like, why can't this Oilers offense go out and score the way they used to? So I went and dug up some numbers for all of this. So on the season as a whole, and I'm not sure if we have a board here to show the YouTube people a little visual on this one, but at 5-on-5 for the season as a whole, they are first in shots for per 60. They are fourth in high danger shot attempts per 60, second in expected goals for per 60. So again, top five in kind of like three key metrics that would show you how they generate offense. In terms of actually scoring, they're ninth in the NHL. They're a top 10 offense this league. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, the Oilers offense is miserable, blah, 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 blah. Shooting percentage, they're still 25th in the NHL, though, which I find very interesting. We talked a lot earlier in the season, Liam, about how this team just needed a run of luck. And eventually, you are going to get a 2-3 week stretch where every single puck just goes in. And honestly, the Oilers haven't really gotten that this year. The fact they're generating as much as they are, just such a whatever metric you want to look at, they're a top 5 team when it comes to generating, yet they're 9th in goals and 25th in shooting percentage. Like, that's weird to me. That doesn't line up. This team hasn't had the offensive heater that we're looking for out of them. Like, look at Washington, man. They just went on a run where it was 6 straight games where they scored 4 or more goals. They scored 15 goals in 2 games over the weekend, including the 7 against the Oilers. And it's like, man, we haven't seen that from Edmonton yet this year. Anyways, that's the full season. Look at the right side of this column and the month of February, which comes to an end tonight with the game against the Florida Panthers. 11th in shots for per 60. You go from 1st to 11th. High danger shot attempts. You go from 4th to 31st in the NHL. Expected goals from 2nd to 19th. Goals per 60. Actual goals going into the net from 9th to 19th. And all of that, your shooting percentage ranking has gone up. The actual percentage has dropped 2.2%. So maybe that's a little disingenuous, but just focus on the top part of these numbers here. They are generating way less than they were on the season as a whole. And again, those full season numbers include the February numbers, which just, again, illustrate the gap between all of this right now. They aren't generating right now, Liam. And Kay Waddy is in, says it's perimeter. Hard to trust the fancy stats. And I get it. But again, they're not getting perimeter, interior, whatever. They're not generating anything in the month of February. And that really is disappointing because this team, if there's any part of their game that they should be able to consistently lean on, it should be their offense.
I wonder how much consistent line mates comes down to this, Like I just in February, like it feels like every single game someone new is out of the lineup. The lines are just so shaken up. Like I do think a little bit of consistency is just going to help this team out a little bit. And we addressed it yesterday too. Obviously, Connor McDavid not playing to the level we know he's more than capable of. Zach Hyman, 2 goals. Nuge hasn't exactly been on offensive juggernaut either. It's just kind of Leon Draisaitl who's basically finding his way alongside, whether it be Podkolzin, who doesn't even have a goal in February. I'd be surprised if he did, if he had a point, to be honest. And Arvidsson, who loves his slap shots down the wing off the rush. We all know how good those are. And then you have Jeff Skinner, who just can't find his way in the top 6 consistently. I really and I know we'll get into the lineup a little bit later, but I feel like the way they are tonight is how it needs to be for just give them a run, even if it's 3 games, to be honest, just to see if they can actually get some quality together and see what they can build. Because also too, I understand the idea of having everyone play together in the playoffs. Who knows what's going to happen? Players could get injured, knock on wood, nothing too crazy happens. But it keeps going, and then you get to the deadline, it's all of a sudden, you don't even know if you need a top 6 winger because your top 6 wingers have been playing in the bottom 6 so much this season. And it's just, see how pro I was then, just kept going. And, and then, I would just like to see some consistency. And I think we'll see those numbers in February really make a switch in March.
Yeah. So Podkolzin went on a run. Interesting you bring him up, where he scored 3 goals in 6 games. Last one coming on January 15th. Since January 15th, he has 3 assists in that stretch. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hockey games where this guy's getting consistent top 9 minutes and has 3 assists. That's part of the problem here. And again, you can go look at the way this forward group is producing offense, or not producing offense, I should say. outside of McDavid and Draisaitl in the month of February, even McDavid only having 6 points in the 7 games, but like Corey Perry has 3 goals. He's next on the list in terms of most productive. Like that's crazy. Look at this. Point leaders without 97 and 29 in the month of February. Nuge has 5 and 7. Jeff Skinner has 4 points in 6 games, and they keep bleeping healthy scratching him. Like Podkolzin, 1 point, brutal. Kapanen, 1 point, terrible turnovers, takes penalties, awful. Matthias Janmark has had opportunities, 1 assist in 6 games. Adam Henrique, where the hell is Adam Henrique? This is a guy who was scoring 25 goals a season with the Anaheim Ducks, comes to Edmonton, and it's like he's got cement hands. Like, when was the last time Adam Henrique, like, and maybe this isn't a compliment, maybe it's an indictment, but like, I can think of times where Vasily Podkolzin's in a dangerous area and doesn't shoot the puck, and it's like, damn, dude, shoot the puck. I can think about times Matthias Janmark looks good on a rush, does something good on the PK, gets a chance in front like he did the other day, and just dusts it off, and it's like, damn, well, at least he was in the right spot. When was the last time one of Adam Henrique, Connor Brown, you could probably even throw Victor Arvidsson in there, when was the last time one of those 3 guys was even in a dangerous area? It's unacceptable.
Yeah, it does feel like Henrique and Brown have really just vanished into the shadows this last little bit.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.